Somebody who's so important about keeping his things together.
Yeah. He held on to him. I'm an asshole about it. Tons of good experience, man. Sadness.
Yo, what's up? Bob here. Welcome to Vinyl Finds on the Bob Bradley YouTube channel. This is number 69. That's right, folks, number 69. Found some records this week, despite the obvious adversity. The coronavirus is upon us. Some of the local record shops have been shutting down per the governor's request. And we had a few record shows coming up. Those are probably going to be canceled, no doubt. So it's a bit of a bummer. But I have been out there risking life and limb to try to find some cool vinyl records. And I think I might have found some. Here we go. Coming in hot. Bam. The Dead Kennedys, Holiday in Cambodia. This is off of their first record. It's on a light gray IRS label. Police Truck, Holiday in Cambodia, 1980. Yeah, happy to see this. It was $7. Grabbed that right away. Had a little companion piece with it. Boom, Nazi punks, fuck off with the armband. Yeah, it's got those anti-swastika symbols on there. Yep, it's really cool. Moral majority on one side, Nazi punks, fuck off on the other side. 7-inch records are more collectible to me than anything. They're small and cool looking and come with little doodads like armbands and special little inserts and things like that. They only got 2 songs on them, and if you get your 7 inches out, stay close to the record player. But I was glad to find those. $7 a piece. Speaking of a punkaraka, boom, October Faction. Label mates from SST made a little super group, and mostly spearheaded by Chuck Dukowski and Greg Ginn from Black Flag. They put this little group together, and they were doing some improvised music, kind of opening for some of the SST bands. It sounds improvised. It's a bit raw. Not much in the way of like real songs, but it's cool. It's not. It's it's pretty wild. I think Henry Rollins is credited as percussion on this, which basically means he was on stage making noise. But they did cool artwork for it. It's on a silver SST label. It's fun, I was glad to get it. I think I paid less than $10 for it, so I really can't complain. All right, next. Bam, Billy Cobham, perfect master of the drums. Life and Times. He's on the front here as a child playing ukulele. Yeah, this is a funky record. Jazz fusion jazz, however you want to say it. Very much in the vein of, say, Blow by Blow by Jeff Beck. Just that super funky fusion sound. John Scofield on this record, a young John Scofield, bringing heat, shredding on this. Really, really good. It's on the classic Atlantic 2-color label. These Billy Cobham records are not expensive. If you see them, snag them, because they sound awesome. And if you're into fusion music, okay, most fusion records are pretty inexpensive anyway, and Scofield. speaking of funky as hell, Toots and the Maytals, Funky Kingston. If you're into reggae, if you're into ska, if you're into the sounds of the islands, yeah, Toots. This record came out on a couple different, cover variations. One's a photograph, one's this drawing. Got some great songs on here. Funky Kingston, Sailing On. This thing sounds really, really nice. It's on Mango. Really cool center label. Really, really cool center label. Really love this. Saw this and I thought, yeah, I gotta have that. I got to have that. Next. Boom. White Light, White Heat. The Velvet Underground. Yeah, when I was very, very young, I had my first real girlfriend. She suggested that we go to the movies with her mother and her mother's new boyfriend. And he pulled up in his new car, and I got in the back, and he said,
"Before we leave, I have to ask you a question.
and I said, okay. And he said,
Do you know who Lou Reed is?"
and I said, yeah, he's in the Velvet Underground. And he said,
"All right, you're cool. Let's go."
and that is how my relationship with the Velvet Underground began. This record, pretty avant-garde, pretty noisy. Some kind of spoken word stuff going on. It's kind of punky. It's kind of rocky. It's okay. This is a 85 repress on the Black Verve label. Really, really clean. I thought I got this for cheap at that half price. You know how they do that sale where it's like 20% off one day, and as the week progresses, it gets a bigger and bigger discount. Well, this made it to the end of the week, and I got it for super cheap. And I'm really, before I really stuck my neck out there for a first pressing and spent a bunch of money, I wanted to spend some time with this thing and see what was up. And honestly, I think this might be good enough for me. So, yeah, the Velvet Underground, White Light, White Heat. Great title, actually. Speaking of avant-garde punk poetry, boom, Patti Smith, Horses. This is a great sounding record, actually. The guitars are a bit kind of raw sounding, bit punk, bit kind of rock, very kind of I would say kind of garage, kind of punky. We all know this record. Come on, this is Patti Smith's first record, Horses. This is a great record. She's she's an artist, hanging out with Dylan, doing all that stuff. There's a little message written on the front here. It says,
Bon voyage, Ramona. Love, Cherie.
And Rod.
This must have been a gift to someone, but it's on a light blue and black Arista label. Yeah, pretty cool, really clean. Another half price books score. This was a 50% off record, so I got it for dirt. Really stoked on that. Next. Ooh. Near Mint. Let's just start with that. Near Mint. Neil Young with Crazy Horse. Everybody knows This Is Nowhere. This is a beautiful record. Cinnamon Girl. Cowgirl in the Sand. Down by the River. I mean, this thing, ooh, and it's so clean. Now, it isn't a very first press. It's like a couple down the line, but sounds real good, real good, and super clean. I didn't have it, and I thought, ooh, that's so clean. And then I said, but that's not a first pressing. And then I said, but look how clean it is. And I just held it close and ran out of the store. All right, last but not least, here we go. So I have a running list of records that I'm constantly looking for. The last record on that list was Honky Tonk Heroes, Waylon Jennings. I finally found it at a record show. The next record on that list was Dusty Springfield, Dusty in Memphis. I've been looking for it. And lo and behold, I just walk into a shop and it's staring me right in the face. Bam! Dusty in Memphis, Dusty Springfield. You know this record. It's got Son of a Preacher Man on it. Definitely the strongest song on the record. Side 2 is actually a bit stronger than side 1, I think. It's got some more of those kind of Tarantino soundtrack vibes going on side 2. But overall, great stuff. Was happy to find it. $10. Couldn't go wrong. Super stoked on it. Crossed it right off the list. Yeah. Really, really awesome. Can't believe it. Also on that 2-color Atlantic label. The next record on the list is probably The Meters. First record. Anyway, me and the guys I play with in the band Condors in the System, we are continuing on with our record regardless of viruses and quarantines. We will be posting vlogs about it on my channel. I will also be making the Records That Sound Great videos and hopefully some more finds videos, so stay tuned for those. Please like, subscribe, tell a friend, leave some comments down below. Until we meet again, Bob out.
All I know is something like a bird within her sang. All I know, she sang a little while and then flew off.